Hello, governors. It's a special edition of We Are Live. We will be doing the show in British accents.
That was not British.
I'm going to work on that.
That was sort of you'd been hit on the head with a blunt force object.
Crikeys!
Mixed with you just took a Xanax.
Well, there goes my tea. There goes my TA. We are live.
We are live, and despite our ability to open a show with any flair, pizzazz, or talent,
We'll get there.
it's Chris Denman and Travis Terrell. We are live. It is time to party, everybody. If you want to text us, if you're on the live stream on Facebook, 314-669-1431. That's the way to stay anonymous, mostly anonymous.
Mostly
if I don't
anonymous.
care for your messaging, I will give
that's
it
the
out to the world.
Anonymous.
Mostly. Yeah. It's like whenever you throw something into Firefox, you're like, oh, yeah, the private mode. And they're like, most things can't see this.
Not
Like,
every government agency sees it.
I think we've all seen enough documentaries now that we can admit that nothing's actually fair, safe, or true anymore.
Correct there.
On today's show, we'll have Doyle Murphy in from the Riverfront Times. He's a very astute reporter who covers a lot of crazy stuff in the region and in St. Louis itself. He's been in New York, Kansas. He's got a great background. We love having Doyle on.
And he's tall.
And he is tall. And I see him around South City, so I'm comfortable with him. So we'll have Doyle in. He's from the Riverfront Times. Again, Travis Terrell's here. We've got a Traview today.
We do indeed.
We're Traviewing esports.
We are. Gardner and I and our good friend Beebs, we headed to across the river here in St. Louis to Collinsville, Illinois.
Across the pond, you nerd.
No, I'm talking in this case.
Collinsville, Illinois. Is that a hub for esports and gaming?
Well, it is when you're connected to the city of St. Louis. There was a really cool UGC event that took place here.
What's UGC?
Ultimate Gaming Championships.
I like that. I like things that start with Ultimate.
Nice. Well, yeah, because your boys at UFC tried to basically buy out the Ultimate and their name. Did you know they?
Yeah, there was some kind of something.
Yeah, so UGC.
I don't know. That's a word.
Right, that's what I think the judge decided.
Right.
But no, we did this really cool Traview where we went to Collinsville for this huge e-gaming opportunity, and it was one of the coolest things we've ever done.
Opportunity. Look at you speaking so politely.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. Usually you're just so callous about how you discuss things, but okay.
It was a fancy trip. I think you'll enjoy the video that was directed by Chris Gardner Scorsese himself. By the way, can we say hello to him?
Yeah. Hi, Guardsy. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen. And good morning, walnuts. I can't do that thing. I can only do that.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, Travis, maybe you can do that W. I can't do that W where they...
Walnuts!
Oh, my
can't do
gosh. Let's start off the show with some good news, a good topic. Gateway Powder Coating. Gateway Powder Coating. They are our friends. They'll be your friends as well. And I've told you this. It's disgustingly cold out. Do me a favor. Get your patio ready now. Get the smoker. Get the grill ready. Get your furniture ready. I don't want your aunt getting tetanus from sitting on some rusty-ass chair that you should have had fixed
Not Aunt
anyway.
Karen. No,
No,
don't lose
not
the
at
leg.
all. Make sure you're taking care of your guests, to make sure you're taking care of the aesthetic of your home, your garage, anything metal. Gateway Powder Coating can help. Check out their capabilities at gatewaypowdercoat.com. Currently working on an in-studio fabricated logo that they're going to touch up for us. Make it, what do you think they should do? I kind of like that green that's in their logo on the graphic we have up.
That is pretty dope.
If you get a wall in that, what do you think?
I like that. That's a good idea. Can I also have a jingle for him, Chris, if you don't mind?
I do mind.
Gateway Powder Coating. Fast, durable, and affordable.
Ba-da. Good stuff. I'll take it. Lots to get into today. Again, fair foul around the corner. We have a melee, though. Gardner, if we could, explain your melee choice.
Well, I thought I'd keep on topic with esports with the Traview.
Boy, the mic, for those of you video watching at home, the mic placement, Travis, is and your mouth is all going really well today. Just wanted to say that.
Nice.
Pat him on the head. Gardner, look him in the eye. Look him in the eye.
Guy, we're a family show. Let's get this
Okay,
back together. Let's
sorry.
get this back on track.
So the
Thank you.
poll, which is on
Oh, we're
Twitter.
a family show now.
Yeah.
obviously.
Always
You're still
Brad.
acting weird.
If
Yeah,
anyone asks, we
yeah.
have been for the last
Can
3.5
you
years.
explain why you're acting weird?
Not yet.
At We Are Live Radio on Twitter is where we put this poll. Gardner, what's up today?
Okay, the poll. In which of these 4 sports are you most interested? Cornhole,
Interesting you would start a sports poll off with cornhole, but go ahead. Big at family summer events in my part of the world.
esports,
Okay.
NASCAR,
Okay.
or Quidditch?
Now,
Quidditch.
Now, we can sit up here and mock these 4 sports if we wanted to. But if we're being totally honest,
All 4
the
have
fan bases are
so much,
just
yeah.
intense.
I would even say cornhole, too.
Absolutely.
Did I see a viral video where a couple of my people,
Shocking.
dads, got into a scuffle over some cornhole? Did you see that?
I did not
No.
see that.
I'm
That did
pretty
not,
sure I
believe
saw a
it.
video,
Twitter.
and it's always my favorite. And it's again as a out of shape somebody who would tire after 2 swings these days. Boy, I mean, if you're not actively training or at least cardiovascular in shape, please don't try and square up with another man. Please.
Well, you talk about viral videos. There's one currently circulating on the internet from here in
I
St.
don't
Louis.
even know what you're looking up.
No, it was here in St. Louis. It's made its round on the St. Louis sites. There was, of course, a few melees in Mardi Gras. There was a fight where this gentleman in sunglasses, he's got pop collar polo and a jacket, and he is working over 3 frat bros.
Do we have that video?
We don't have that video. We just call
You
up
have
a
to-
video like we got to call up to the.
We've discussed this.
Can we go down to the truck? Yo,
Hey.
can we go down to the truck? Can we get that video? No, we'll try to get it sometime this week. But there was a video.
I'll put it in the comment section right now of the live stream if
Thank
you're on
you,
Facebook.
appreciate
How about
it.
that?
But there's this guy.
It was
he's
shared
just
in my private group last night. They're like, hey, not bad, right?
He looks like a yuppie, and this guy is just settling scores. He just one punch, and he's a southpaw, so he's dropping people with left with 1 punches, and it
Man.
was impressive. And he was trash talking when he was done. The guy was no more than 5'8".
He's telling him, he's like, yeah, and I bet you're like a 10 handicap on the course too, bro.
It was impressive. I have to find the video to show everyone. So
Here, it's in the comment section. If you're watching on the live stream, I have now shown the world what this is. And sloppy, and he got a little lucky that he connected like he did, because there's a second hit when he goes there. So there's 2 dudes that they show fighting.
And it's over
one,
cornhole.
One goes to, oh, is that what it started
no,
over?
I'm asking you.
Oh, well, let's just say it is.
Okay.
In my eyes, it is. Actually, the dude that does the crushing looks like he would actually he's a little above cornhole even.
Right.
He's more for the skins game on the course.
Gotcha.
I will say this, and it's so easy to critique this in the meantime. He got it done. He did. He got it done. 2 knockouts, right? But I'll say this, he was really polite. The first guy he hit that went down, he could have followed up with some nasty ground and
and he
pound.
did not.
Would have left himself open to
not.
get
He
kicked
would've-
in the face by his friends. Smart move. He was aware. I'll give him that.
But the dumb move was the friend coming over to push. Now, look,
Now-
it's a fight. There is no time for pushing. You got to make a decision. Either you're going to get in there and throw some bows,
Yep.
or you are
Or you're
not
gonna
going to
politely
participate.
break it up.
Exactly. But you don't get in and push, especially after you didn't watch them knock your boy out with 1 shot. You just can't do that, man.
Well, and then if you watch the video that's in the comments of the Facebook page, the second hit that crushes the dude, he did fall forward after landing it. He's really lucky that landed, because that left him open. He's going to get stomped on. And that.
But
but you know what? The results speak for themselves.
They do, because he left from his feet. Like, he jumped when he threw that punch, and old boy was gone. So we'll get that video up on the Friends of WAL page, and we'll share for the
I
show
love
for you
that
guys
we're a
later this
show that has real sponsors, and we are local yet national. And I looked at who watches our stuff on our account for who downloads the show.
oh, God help us.
You would be really surprised where some of these people are downloading. I just assume it's all bots.
What up, Wyoming?
So if you check the Facebook live stream, I just put that up. It's a viral video. I'm sure it's everywhere. Anytime you see, especially, I'll just say young males of any color knocking each other out,
Yes.
it's entertaining, because we've all been there, and we've all admitted from the ages of, I'll let you finish high school and be with your parents for a nurturing period. I'm going to say 19 and a half to 26, 25, 24. 19 and a half to 24. we got to get an island for our male population. Sorry, guys.
I think,
And whoever lives through it, we keep.
well, we've said this several times on this show before, and you say it a lot, Chris, that a lot of people you can tell throughout their life have never been punched in the face. Like a lot of people go
you
through
engage
life
in behavior
Right.
that is not was like, oh, you don't put a bloody toe in the water when there's a shark nearby.
And as I've stated before, I've never really been in a fight, but
Explain
I've
what
been
happened.
hit a number of
Yeah,
times.
see, there we go.
My favorite.
See, and that and that's a lesson within itself. So it's important that when I see these fights, I'm happy to share them because I need more white American males to realize that when you run your mouth, you can get clapped up.
You can get clapped up by the
Quickly, and it could
you
be
get
by a
clapped up
guy
by the
in a
dude who was selling you
polo.
Banana Republic
There it is.
vests 2 months ago.
You up there in J. Crew thinking that cashier can't do nothing. He gets you out in these streets after a couple of MD 2020s, knock that dumbass out.
Now, here's the other side of this. You get a couple of these street fight wins under your belt, fighting drunken fellow Chads,
Yes.
fellow Coopers.
Yes. Hey, Brett.
And then you're waiting in line one night, and maybe a Marine's your size.
Oh, boy.
And maybe you think like, well, I don't know if he knows
know if
me.
he
I
knows
just knocked
you.
a couple dudes out
I
at
got about
Mardi Gras.
500,000 views.
And you get a competent fighter who's got a stiff jab who could piece you up in 2 hits yourself. So I want this guy to retire from this because this is dangerous behavior. One of those guys could have easily smashed their face open on the thing, and then he's looking at maybe a manslaughter charge,
Certainly.
something like that. Not that I've ever had those anxiety-ridden regrets in situations like this,
Would it
or
be
not that
too-
we weren't just talking about this before the show started. But I want this guy who got the KOs to step back and retire. I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself if these guys were asking for it, but I am saying let's take the 2-0, move forward.
And if anybody knows this gentleman, please get him in contact with We Are Live.
Yeah,
We'd
yeah.
love to
Travis
be able to bring him on.
Terrell@gmail.com
To the
if you want to
show.
book that. We do not need a guy who's probably selling financial advice to somebody right now. We've got a text on the text line. We've got a fairly anonymous line that you can text.
Fairly, and it gets worse every time you do. It's not really
I'm gonna be
anonymous.
honest. I'm going to be honest. I'm using it for data storage.
There we go.
So I will take your number and sell it to some kind of a robocall company. 314-669-1431.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow. It's on the graphic. Good morning, boys. What do you call it when you have nuts on your wall?
What is it?
Walnuts.
Hey, now.
What do you call it when you have nuts on your chest?
What?
Chestnuts.
Okay.
What do you call it when you have nuts on your chin?
What?
Trav's mom's in your mouth. That's a text from the great listener Cankle.
Oh,
I mean, he would know. He's a walnut.
oh, my cheeks hurt.
Thank you, Kankles, for the nice message.
Also, in the Facebook comments, the owner of Gateway Powder Coating is watching.
Ask him what he thought of my jingle.
He really liked it.
So you
In
decided
regards
to
to the
download this show.
in regards to the in regards to the viral fight that happened at Mardi Gras, our friend Eugene on the Facebook comment says, "See opening scene of Con Air."
Like
I'm a Green Beret. My hands are lethal.
your Nicolas Cage gets better every week.
I don't know what you know about a crescent wrench chop to the neck, son, but this could go quite bad for you. Castor Troy? Is that his name in that? Or what's that?
That's Face Off.
That's Face Off.
Now you're confusing your Nick Cage movies.
There's only one.
Does it matter?
It really
yeah.
doesn't. They all run together. They're
Well,
all the same.
no,
including
no, no, no,
National-
no, no.
including
Benjamin Gates, National
And I knew
Treasure.
you were going to go there.
I'm going to have to kick you with a spinning dragon heel
To
kick
save
to
the
temple.
Constitution.
What, yeah.
I'm going to
Let's
steal
start
the
mixing them on the
Declaration
show.
of Independence. That's his best line in a
That is his
movie
best line
ever.
in a movie. I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
That's not how he
That's an
says it.
embarrassment
That's-
of an impression
That's
ever.
like Nick Cage if he
Wait,
was stuck
so
in North City, St. Louis.
Okay, so Con Air. Con Air, his character's name. Wow, here we go.
I'm making him sound like Keanu Reeves too. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that was kind of
It's a little
weird.
weird.
Cameron Poe. Cameron Poe.
Good name.
Other names in the character name Steve Buscemi's. Do you know it? He was a serial killer.
He
He
was a
scared
serial
everybody.
killer, yeah.
Garland Green.
Okay.
Cyrus,
Like the alliteration.
Cyrus the Virus.
Cyrus the Virus,
Grissom.
played by
John
the
Malkovich.
great John Malkovich. What a brilliant actor. by
That's
the
a
way.
great name.
That's a great name.
I like my nickname better though.
What was it?
The Doorman.
The Doorman is gonna be a bomb ass.
What about? Did you know this? Ramon Sally Can't Dance Martinez. That was one of the characters.
Who
did
is
you know
Sally
that?
Kennedy? Is that the
Renoli Santiago.
he dressed in drag.
Dave Chappelle was Joe Parker.
Yeah, he was pinball, right?
Oh no! I'm frozen and dead, falling out of the sky.
Yeah, they killed. That was a rude way to kill Dave Chappelle, a comedy genius. That's rude. Just kick him out of an airplane. Where do you land in? Carson City?
Probably
I think so.
somewhere in the Redlands area.
I'm glad that was in the rundown. Let's review Con Air in the first segment.
Did you see it in theaters?
I did not see it in theaters, but as soon as it hit
You
VHS,
should've.
I absolutely jumped all over
I saw it
it.
in theaters.
I'm
Cameron
surprised
Poe.
I'm surprised we got a Carson City mention today on the show.
I love the state
We're
of
big
Nevada.
in we're big in Carson City. I just want to say that now. We're huge in Iowa, Carson City.
How many state capitals can you name, Travis? I won't make you
Now
name
or
them.
at his best, like ever.
At
Has
your
he-
Like
best.
at my best ever, I can go 38. Now I can
38? No, you could name 50.
I could name 50 capitals. I can
What
get,
grade
it gets
did they start?
very funny
See,
around
whenever
the New
you have
England
no
area.
when you have no responsibilities
Mount
or
Pillier
cares, you could.
of Vermont.
I always remembered that one by going Vermont Pillier.
Vermont Pillier.
That was my
Wednesday.
yes, stuff like that.
Yeah, I could go. I used to go maybe 38, 39 back in the day. Right now, I could probably give you a solid 11, 12.
Hard?
I think you can do more than that.
I think I could, but I have to I don't need to see. I just need to see a map.
You can't look at a map.
No, I don't want the names. Like I don't need to have the state names and the capitals. I
I
just need
think
to see
you'd
a
surprise
map.
yourself with some of them, though.
Okay,
I mean, like,
you got Sacramento.
yeah, like I was thinking of that one. You're gonna get that one.
You got Springfield, Illinois.
Kansas? Can you name Kansas?
Kansas, Topeka.
Yeah,
Missouri's Jefferson City.
right. Texas,
Austin,
there. Florida,
Tallahassee,
there you go. Louisiana,
Baton Rouge.
yeah.
Maryland.
Oh, Maryland stuff. Mm-hmm. Nikes.
Begins with an A.
Annapolis,
Yes.
South Carolina.
Columbia,
North Carolina.
Raleigh.
That was a dramatic pause. Yes, you're
Oh,
correct.
okay, all right,
Did you
cool.
hear the clicking of my keyboard?
That's good.
Andrew, the black sheep, texting us on the Facebook says, "Dover in the house."
Over in the house.
Dover's
Nice.
the forgotten hero.
I used to. That was actually the fun part of school when we had to do those kind of things.
I think I could,
Oregon.
percentage-wise, I can name more capitals of South American countries probably than the United
Really?
No
States.
way.
Eugene.
No,
Oh, really? What was Oregon?
Salem.
See,
Yeah.
I'll
Associate the witches.
Okay.
Or
Gotcha.
gardeners
Gotcha.
probably smoked a bunch of Salem.
Washington.
That would be Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, Snikes. Oh my! It's not Seattle, right?
No.
Oh man.
It's not Tacoma.
Is it Yuma?
Olympia.
Olympia.
Yeah. But you see, and recently, because you would have got 4, because we discussed it, the state capitals named after presidents. So you would have got Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right.
You got Jefferson City.
that's
Obviously,
right.
you would have got Madison, Wisconsin. You would have got Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
So you would have got all those. Now that the East Coast can get like
East Coast gets kind of funny. Got of course.
like
got,
Maine,
Maine is syrup.
Augusta,
Augusta, I would never known that.
I would have also accepted Bangor.
Banger, your brother.
Idiot. What's Pennsylvania? Yeah, that one's tough. Why is that tough?
Harrisburg.
Is it really?
Because you always want to say
Of
Philadelphia.
all the
you
cities
always
that
want to
they
say
settled on
Philadelphia.
Harrisburg?
As a kid, you're like, well, I got that Liberty Bell.
Yeah, it should be Philadelphia. Why isn't Philadelphia the capital?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
Military strategic move.
Harrisburg. Interesting.
So we've
Not
got
Scranton?
We've got fair or foul today. We do that each and every day. We give you a topic. You email us. I love coming back like it's part of the thing. You email us
Let's go
on
through
the
state
topic.
capitals. What the hell are we doing today?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a great rundown today. So we've got fair or foul. Esports as a career. Choosing esports as a career is your topic today. What you do, we give you the topic. You email us, WAL, that's WAL, at weareliveradio.com. Send us a sentence to a paragraph, and boy, that is talented if you're watching on the video. WAL at weareliveradio.com. You can win $10 to Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. May I tell the people about Buzz's Hawaiian Grill?
Tell the people about Buzz's Hawaiian Grill.
It should warm you up on a day like today. Buzz is an amazing partner of ours. Look forward to some cool content we're going to create for them as well. But when it gets warmer, get out there, enjoy some Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. He's here to serve you some of the best food in town. Family owned. When they say aloha, it comes from the heart. Buzz spent many, many years in Hawaii, and he brings authentic Hawaiian food to the St. Louis area. They also do catering. I cannot say enough good stuff about it. And it's one of those things where if you have a party, you have a wedding, something, and Buzz caters it, your aunt's going to be like, well, this is something. And you can make people really happy. It also works in with the hipster crowd. So it's good for everybody. Try the poke. Highly recommend that.
So good.
You want to get in on that keto action, you can do that. If you want to just splurge, have whatever you want, they've got a little bit of everything. Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. Follow their Facebook page for locations whenever it warms up, everybody. Travis,
Chris Denman.
we have a Trevu today.
We do have a Trevu today.
We've got Doyle Murphy from the Riverfront Times coming in the second hour.
Doctor, we do.
I'm going to be selfish. I kind of want to see this Trevu myself. Do we want to save that towards the end of the hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
We wanted to hit on something beforehand.
We did
Please.
indeed.
Take it.
It has been one hell of a whirlwind in the world of Black Twitter.
And that's not what we wanted to hit on
Okay.
either.
What did you want to hit on?
What were we talking about yesterday? We had a discussion for 30 minutes yesterday about fans of We Are Live.
We did. We did. We did.
Tell people what you want. And then we'll get into the mess that is Black Twitter.
Yes, there is a lot of mess in Black Twitter, but we did have an intense discussion yesterday
Yes.
off air about this new phrase for our audience members, or the new characters of our audience members, and they're called walnuts.
Yes.
And so, obviously,
Copyright Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer.
Thank you. And so I decided that the audience deserves their own mascot. They deserve their representation. They deserve something they can put on a T-shirt and wear proudly
Do
into
you know
their
anyone?
offices.
Do you know anyone that has the capability of mass producing kick-ass, stylish T-shirts and apparel?
Buy Jack at buyjack.com.
If you're watching on the video, they're 5 feet that way.
Yeah.
So I want a mascot. I want a walnut head.
Yes.
I don't want the full
Yeah, but no-
covering of the walnut. I want shell and then inside walnut. So I want a mascot head with walnut shell and then the actual walnut on the inside.
So you think that? So is the inside the mouth? Are we thinking more like Bucky the Buckeye?
Because it's easy
Along
to
those
use
lines,
just
yes.
the shell because you can create the mouth. with
And
the
also, we
shell.
run
Right.
into a thing where if Travis is having a bad morning, whoever creates it, if they just because a walnut has a brown outer coating, Travis could say, "You've degraded me down to do just a simple nut. I'm much more than that." Because that you don't want to, because if it's your face on a walnut, are you going to claim a racist move?
No, see,
you're just going to look
because,
gold.
Well, because it's a
got
walnut.
wrinkles.
It's a combination of all our colors. If you see the color of a walnut,
Yeah.
it would be combining Gardner's face and Chris's with my skin complexion.
Okay.
And that's
I thought
the
you
color
was
of
gonna say
a
Chris's
walnut.
width.
So yeah, so I would love for someone to design a walnut head. It has to be the shell on the outside, and then inside the face, it's the actual nut. And then I want something with big Pixar eyes, and then goofy teeth.
If only we knew the
Because
best
it best
cartoon
describes-
designer in all of St. Louis.
Yeah, if there was
Adam
only
Birtles.
a person that would be happy to make that design, that'd be great. So then that way we can
But
put it
then-
on a sweatshirt, and then we can sell it for $95 a shirt.
We were trying to think of what to call the mascot too.
Yes, we did.
And with We Are
Wally?
Live. Well, here's the thing.
Tell them.
There is a Wally the Walnut mascot already.
Sorry.
The Modesto Nuts,
Yep.
my baseball team has it.
Right.
So I actually pulled
Walter?
a picture just to show. That's what I was thinking. Like, do we just go Walter?
Let's go formal on there.
See, there's Wally the
See, now
Walnut.
that's kind of the idea, except
It looks like an almond.
it does. It looks like kind of like a peanut blend.
The catcher is the walnut.
Oh, the
Okay.
catcher?
They're-
They're
Catcher
different.
looks like a peanut.
They're different nuts. They have like different mascots that are different nuts.
And
But I like-
most
I
dudes
like
So I
that.
don't think it's fair that they just decided to take all the nuts and make a mascot so that we can't. Because it's like Al the almond, Wally the walnut. I'm like, well, you're taking all the names. That's not fair.
Well, what was the name we did settle on? We did settle on a name yesterday, Chris, and we believe we're ready to officially announce the name of this mascot.
Well, we thought we could maybe design the hair and face of the walnut a certain way. If we called him maybe Reginald Vel Walnut.
And I think we have a winner.
Reginald Vel Walnut?
Reginald
I don't mind
Bell
that.
Walnut. And so we're going to have
Again,
him
it
with
needs
hair
to
on
be
the
clear
side,
that a
bald at
black
the top.
person assigned it to that, because there's even, I mean, you can catch out. Are the California raisins? Did people get upset about that?
First tape I ever had, cassette tape, was California
They
Raisins.
they
Say
rock,
that out
dude.
loud. You guys
They
should
were
admit
great.
to such things. I
Are they considered?
You got a problem with
Are
the
they considered
California
bad?
Raisins?
problem with California raisins. There's nothing wrong with the California
Okay,
raisins.
I didn't know.
Sure, it's another corporate mascot appropriating black music,
Yeah,
but
there he
there's
is.
nothing wrong
There
with
he is.
the California raisins at all. Sure, let's pretend like the Temptations don't exist. Let's put four dumbass-looking, crunkly-ass raisins in front of the world.
think you're mad at their
and
talent.
then, look at the California raisins. They're so entertaining. Look, that one's playing a saxophone. Shut up.
By the way, Steve in Des Moines checking in because we're huge in
I guess this is where
Iowa.
we fight, Travis.
Steve in Des Moines says, nut milk. Also, we have a text coming in, guys. Last Friday, my coworker went out to get lunch, and she told me that she parked in the handicap spot because the parking lot was too packed. Thoughts? I'll keep gender and ethnicity a secret. Gateway app. Who's doing that? Is that your folks?
If they're parking in the handicap parking
It's
spot
really cold yesterday.
and were running in to grab some food, oh yeah, they definitely. It's a black woman.
Well, and it's, of course, I mean, she was also going to have to take it back to get the order changed 3 times, so she needs to be parked close.
I saw that at Chick-fil-A the other day.
Oh God, here we go.
I was getting angry.
I knew it.
You're holding up one whole damn register for 10 damn minutes. Oh, I was so. There was nothing wrong. She just ordered the wrong thing, thinking it was something else.
Oh boy.
And that's what got me. I'm like,
I was
they
like,
were
don't-
explaining to her,
don't
well,
question
this is
their
what
accuracy,
what the
please.
sandwich is. She's like, oh, but I thought it was this, and they're like, no, this is this, and what you're looking for is this, and she's, well, I want that. And I'm like, no, do not allow this.
Okay.
Especially at Chick-fil-A where they're so efficient.
They are very efficient.
I think
there.
maybe someone from another fast food restaurant paid her to go in there
very
to,
likely
mess
up the flow.
up the rhythm they have at
You know
Chick-fil-A.
what? I would not doubt it. That's actually would be a great play by the local restaurants.
They're getting worse.
Is Shaniqua off today?
Just send her in.
Call her in. We have a special assignment for her.
In the Facebook comments, Kankles asks if listeners get together, will they then be called a nutsack?
See, I try to give y'all some, and this is what I get in return. I try to give something back to the audience. I'm up here trying to help them out, try to raise their profile, raise their brand, and then you got Kankles coming along talking about nutsacks. This is look, man. We're trying to be a family show. What don't you understand? Dang, man.
Why'd you say the N-word last week?
I said that to let everyone know that we're going to be family friendly from here on out.
Okay.
So we got it out the system, and now we're going to do reviews of children cartoons. Gullah Gullah Iron, I give that 4 booties.
The what?
Gullah Gullah Island for booties.
Good for you. So we're going. So you're interested in the walnut thing.
I want the walnut.
You
thing
want a
to happen.
mascot, and you
I
want it
a
on a
mascot. I
T-shirt
want it
that
on a
by
t-shirt.
Jack.
So we're
going to
work on that.
We're gonna work on that, and he has to be intense.
Listeners can make suggestions or put forth their own renderings. We love renderings.
We're a big rendering show.
But we have some other people that could probably, add to those ideas, add to those renderings that do it in a more professional capacity. So we could probably have a group effort, a thought shower, if you will. We could all take a thought shower together. and just
Triangle
come up with something.
Assassin, not surprised at our time spent discussing nuts.
Okay, well, Travis, here's what I'm gonna leave you this. I want to know what the hell is going on Black Twitter. And here's one thing. I will do this.
Can I start smoking at 34?
No, you
Yeah.
can't.
When you guys start going
course.
in, when you guys start going in on Black Twitter, I'm going to take smoke breaks.
Well, you brought up a Kardashian story yesterday.
You did. Damn. You
And
brought
then,
it.
I got to follow up to that too. That I'll
Okay,
actually hand over to you. But please,
We don't have to get into the Michael Jackson stuff from Black Twitter.
yeah, I don't. I'm.
We
good.
touched on that yesterday. I don't know where we go with it at this point.
And also, let's be
I'm
more
going-
careful about your phrasing there.
What did I say?
You don't touch on that whenever we're discussing this terrible topic.
God help us. Help us, Lord.
Okay, I've sat in it long enough, right?
There we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. So I want to know what's going on with the Kardashians and Tristan Thompson, though, or in Jordan Woods. I don't know who Jordan Woods is, but this has been going on for a
Tiger's
number of
cousin.
days. Is it? Is it?
It is not Tiger's cousin.
It is not.
It is not Tiger's cousin.
Okay.
Jordan Woods' father.
Tristan Thompson, son of Michael Thompson.
That is not it at all. Jordan Woods'
And
father.
real quick,
Black Twitter, it's huge.
I wanted to get that in there too.
There we go. That's what it's all about. 2 weeks of prep. 2 months of prep. Mm-hmm. And we got that sweet ass drop.
I'll tell you something.
You're
I
welcome.
have a breaking news thing that would guarantee us 8 million views. And if I brought it in, Gardner would be like, ooh, maybe in 2 to 3 weeks.
Black Twitter is out of control.
Oh, there you go too.
Yeah, I remember that moment.
All right, so dive in.
So Jordan Woods' father was actually a producer on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And he struck up a
West
relationship.
Philadelphia, born raised.
And he had a friendship with one Will Smith. And as Jordan's gotten older, basically Will and his wife Jada have become surrogates, if you will, of one Jordan Woods, who happens to also be the best friend of Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner, of course, is sister to Kourtney, Kim, and Khloe. Khloe, of course, is dating, and baby daddy is one Tristan Thompson, center for the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA. Tristan Thompson has a history of infidelity, public infidelity, not, oh, I heard a thing or a thing.
Doesn't
it's
sound
generally
like-
on video.
It doesn't sound like the NBA players I'm used to.
I know. To be honest with you, I think he's the only black man that's ever been caught cheating. So he basically was out a couple of weekends ago with the crew. Jordan Woods was present. And at some point, as they were leaving the club, Tristan Thompson leaned over and kissed Jordan Woods. Let's fast forward now.
Just want to remind everybody, this is a 34-year-old, almost 35-year-old male in the middle of the country with real problems, real bills, and real issues. Sorry, continue what you're talking about.
So word got out that this cheating took place, and naturally, the woman blamed the woman. She was mad at Jordan Woods. She felt betrayed because they were part of the same family, if you will, because she's best friends with her sister. So she was very upset. So she took to Twitter and she basically called out Jordan Woods. Well, Jordan Woods decided, well, I'm going to use the resources that are afforded to me, which happens to be one, Jada Pinkett Smith, who has a very popular YouTube show called Red Table Talk. And she sits down and they talk about their time in Hollywood. The inside
This
look
is a really
as to being
in-depth. This is a really in-depth view.
yeah, they sit down on this show, very popular show, where they discuss any and everything about their life growing up as African Americans in elite Hollywood.
I can't relate to that, so I don't like it
Nah,
immediately.
I figured as much. Well, no, nevertheless, Jordan Woods goes on this show. She confesses, yes, in a moment of weakness, she did just kiss Tristan Thompson. She was very sorry. At the same time,
Who's just
she-
kissing? What adults are just kissing?
Well, that's what she says. I don't know if that's just the truth, but she says they just kiss. But she said she did not deserve to be vilified, considering that the Kardashian family has a history of, screwing over other people. So they're not necessarily in the best possible position to judge anyone. Specifically, Khloe Kardashian, who, of course, hooked up with Tristan Thompson while he was still in a relationship with his baby mother. So I think I wrapped that all up pretty well. Fact is, Black Twitter was very heated about it.
Which is funny, because I bet he doesn't.
Now
Wrap it up.
Well, here's the funny thing. People believe Tristan Thompson.
Oh, we have a commenter. Sorry, I thought I was looking for WAL and accidentally stumbled across the Bravo channel.
Now, here's where Black Twitter comes in. So if it's one thing you know about Black Twitter is that
Give him time. He's going to bring it back around.
Black
folks.
Twitter loves mess. Black Twitter loves petty. Black Twitter loves drama. And this is perfect because Black Twitter basically hates the Kardashians for so many reasons, so many obvious reasons. But
until they're next in line.
Not necessarily. Well, everyone just hates the Kardashians mainly because they generally just pick black men and they put them in a get-out situation and they completely transform them and they no longer are the same. Kanye West, Travis Scott, examples.
It's not always black men. Sometimes it's white men who are in the Olympics.
Yes, that happens as well. Nevertheless, Kardashians drive men crazy. Fact is that Black Twitter looks for any reason to get the Kardashians out the paint, and they had their opportunity when Khloe decided to open her mouth and send out a tweet, and everyone had to remind her that she has been in several situations where she was with men that weren't her men, and she had no problem with it at all.
This is riveting.
So people called her out. Black Twitter was very upset. It was a lot of drama. Names were called. Memes were made.
I saw her called a pterodactyl by someone. What does that mean? I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that would be really hurtful.
You say, you a bird. You a whole pterodactyl.
She is a whole pterodactyl.
And they called Tristan Thompson's peen a Groupon peen.
There was that.
This is what we've all been waiting for. That we suffered through this for
Yes.
that. That's good.
So whoever came up with that, it sounds funny. I don't know what it all means, but it sounds funny.
Well, I think the best tweet I saw was that O.J. Simpson's daughter needed to sit her ass down.
Oh, boy. Boy.
So Black Twitter kind of got fired up
She
about
should go
it.
on Maury.
That'd be the best episode in the history of
How do
television.
you think, what kind of ratings would that get?
Man, that may be bigger than the Super Bowl. I think that honestly would rival
You put
the Super
OJ
Bowl.
on there, you put
Yes.
Chloe on there,
Yes.
and
Kris
Maury
Jenner
does
on there.
it.
Kris Jenner comes on.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, everybody. What's going on? Hey, how are you?
That would be something.
That would be bigger than the Super Bowl. There's no doubt in my mind. The
I'm
Kardashians
conservative.
find their
I'm
way
conservative.
back into the pop culture lexicon in some way, shape, or form. I have to give them credit where credit is due. That family finds a way to stay relevant.
Can I let you know they've seeped into my childhood?
How did they
life
seep
as
into your
well?
childhood now, Chris?
Well, I shared it to the We Are Live Facebook page, and hip hop drummer.
Don't put that on my genre. Don't put that on my genre. Don't do that. Hip hop drummer. I see what you're trying to do there.
He's toured with P. Diddy. So, Travis Barker.
Oh, yeah?
I know him from recently. He was on the Joe Rogan Experience. He's done many tours with rappers. He's
What is that? What is that
been in
group
a-
he was
he's
very
been in a band-
popular?
I think he started with the Aquabats.
Okay. But what was the
he
band that put him on the map, Chris?
there was this band called the Transplants, and they
Okay.
had
No.
that was a mix of like him and some guys from Rancid, and they actually one of their songs made it into a Fructier Garnier shampoo
I remember
commercial.
there being a very, very, very popular band in the late 90s, early 2000s.
So
that
Travis
exploded
Barker,
internationally.
independent star on
nope,
his own,
nope.
makes dating choices like the great Shanna Mokler, some other recent debutante lady that's big on Instagram.
How did the drummer of Blink 182 end up? Who is he with now?
As posted on the We Are Live Facebook page from Consequence of Sound,
Say it loud.
Travis Barker, now rumored or alleged or factually dating a Kardashian. Which Kardashian, you ask?
Which Kardashian, Chris? We're kind of down to only a few here.
Kourtney Kardashian from
fine.
consequenceofsound.net. And here's a deep cut for you pop punk fans. on the We Are Live page. It says Blink 182. See if Scott Rayner is available. You're about to need a drummer. Who's Scott Rayner? Travis asks.
Scott Rayner is, of course, the drummer in Queen.
It's a fair answer. I mean, your uncle would have been like, "Oh, okay, cool."
You just try to give whatever you say, whatever statement, more validity by just wagging your finger. Is that what you? And Queen.
In Queen.
That's your tell when you know it's not true at all.
Scott Rayner is the guy who. So we're going to talk about another lottery story, but Scott Rayner is the guy who went ahead of the guy, like made the choice to go ahead of the guy that.
the hell are you talking about?
Listen to me. If you're in line waiting for a lottery ticket, and right before the big one hits, you move your space in line and go ahead, right?
Right.
Scott Rayner was that for Blink 182. He was the drummer up until their album Dude Ranch with the song "Damn It." You know
Of course,
it.
I
You
remember
know the song
that song.
"Damn It."
That was
Of
played
course
a
you
lot
do.
on King Highway Natural
You
Bridge.
do, exactly.
Yes.
He left, and then Travis Barker joined Blink 182, and they became TRL stars, giant mega
Gotcha.
stars. He could not have got out at a worse time as part of that.
He's
So
like the
maybe
people who,
he's free to tour now.
Okay. All right. Well, Travis Barker's got caught up in the Kardashian
'Cause
web.
this will end poorly, correct?
Man, I don't.
Travis Barker, you survived a plane crash.
That's so we can
And you're
survive
gonna
a
go.
Kardashian.
He won't fly anymore, but you're gonna fly. You're gonna fly with that.
Kourtney
Come on,
Kardashian
man.
bad though.
It
man.
can't feel that good.
Man, it probably does. Look, ain't nobody just coming around the way just to be around the way. If Kourtney Kardashian throwing out that fire, you got to put it out. And so I don't blame Travis Barker one bit. I don't hate the Kardashians. They are incredibly annoying, mainly because
No,
they're famous
I
for
get it.
being talentless. And, that I think has created a web within itself in entertainment society. But I do think they know the secrets of the internet. They know how to push what button. They know how to manipulate modern media better than anyone
Hang
I've
on,
ever seen.
Alex Jones is here. Travis, they're part of a renegade runaway society.
But look.
I never sucked any ding dongs.
Alex Jones, you said
Lizard
that too
people are the
confidently.
cause of the Kardashians.
Said that too confidently. But I think though, it is much, and I'm happy to hate.
I
on
grew
them.
up with cyborgs.
I'm happy to hate on the Kardashians like everyone else, but you can't tell me. I don't know if anyone who knows how to take their brand and just move it throughout corporate America as easily as the Kardashians. Look, Kim Kardashian tweeted about a woman stuck in prison, and then she got her out. Despite activists spending years working on this case, it took a tweet and a meeting for Kim Kardashian to get this woman out of prison. So she knows her worth. She knows what the brand can do, and she knows its influence. And it's interesting that Kim Kardashian has actually been very quiet throughout this entire situation with Jordan Woods and Khloe Kardashian. It's
Oh, is it?
fascinating me. Why isn't Kim talking? Why isn't Kim Kardashian speaking?
So there's our update on what's going on Black Twitter.
That's what's going on in Black Twitter. Yeah, I asked to see what's going on.
That and the Michael Jackson stuff.
Oh boy, we're still rebounding from that one. I
Yeah,
tell you what,
let's-
I had a conversation with
back
my
off.
little sister about this the other day, and I think now the angst in the black community has turned towards Oprah because Oprah is doing the interview.
Sounds like a smart move.
Well, here's a lot of people are a little bit wondering why Oprah jumped into the fray. She's a person that's known
she's
to
Oprah.
stay out of the fray. She likes to ride the fence. Oprah is a person that will come out for something, but she won't be full throated. It'll be, yeah, that's wrong. It won't be a campaign, or she won't use her platform as maybe some other
She's just
celebrities
busy.
would.
She's busy building schools for children in other countries and donating her time, efforts, and abilities
And,
to everything
she
around.
has been frequently commended by our community, especially not yours necessarily, but our community has been there to support Oprah
What an-
through and
what an
through.
interesting
When
take.
when those beef cattle people were coming after Oprah, who had Oprah's back? Black people. When they were trying to get Oprah out of the paint for interviewing Sarah Palin, who had Oprah's back? Black people. So don't sit up here, white America, and try to say, oh, we love Oprah, we've always had her back. No, you didn't. I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. So don't even try it. Oh, yeah, what, you guys going to come to Oprah's rescue now? You're in no position to critique Oprah because you're not there to praise Oprah. We praise
I'm more of a
Oprah. We
Gayle fan.
love
Yeah, she's fine.
Oprah.
She's fine.
I'm
Okay.
more of a fan of Gail.
Oh, relax.
I will add this, and this will be it, and then we can go to the Travio. Gaines, our friend Michael Gaines,
Yes.
put a Twitter poll out last
Oh
night.
boy.
As I get married next January, am I allowed to have Michael Jackson and R. Kelly on the playlist?
Oh boy.
The options: yes on both, no on both, MJ only, R. Kelly only.
All right, who was the winner?
This really says a lot
What-
about you how you answer this.
1% R. Kelly only.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
that makes
yeah.
sense.
23% MJ only.
It's a big
30% no on both, and 46% yes on both.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm invited to that wedding, so no!
It's gonna get weird.
Oh boy! I don't. Oh my
Fresh
God!
out the kitchen.
No, we're not fresh out the kitchen.
I just want to see everyone walk off the dance floor.
No, don't do
That's
that.
fun.
You can't stop the beat, man.
I'm.
Again, Quincy Jones. This is his fault for making Michael Jackson's albums
All right.
so good.
I thought that was a good spot to end
Oh
on.
my God!
I'll quickly remind everybody that Dr. Ed comes in every Wednesday for
Dr.
Dogs on
Ed.
Film, and you can check out their capabilities online. Dr. Ed and Hillside Animal Hospital have a great social presence. They've got a big blood drive coming up in May.
Oh, blood.
We
I
could,
love
all,
it.
all us walnuts could sack up and show out. They,
Oh, yes,
they'll be,
there will be blood.
helping out the community. They work with Gateway Pet Guardians, and most importantly, they're here for you and your pets. That's Hillside Animal Hospital right here in South St. Louis City, Missouri. Be sure to support Dr. Ed and his wonderful practice, everybody. So what do we have coming up?
Well, about a month and a half ago, Gardner and I, with our good friend John Beebe of By Jack, we trekked over in the winter, in the snow, to Collinsville, Illinois, where the Ultimate Gaming Championships were holding their Halo 3 tournament. Now, this was our first time ever going to any E-League event. We had never seen one. I hadn't. Gardner hadn't. Now,
Is
Beebs,
it tired at this point to be like, oh, nerds, video games?
yeah, it's very tired, especially when they're pulling hot babes and they're bringing in close to
Hot
almost $2
babes.
million a
Hot
year.
babes.
Hot babes, man. They have hot babes.
Can I get a hang 10?
So it was our first time. Look, that was our first time.
Wait, do that one more time. Thank you.
How was
Derek
that?
Dockett, take note.
So it was our first time attending an E-League event. Our friend John Beebe, of course, comes from the E-League universe. He used to help put on the production for UGC. And so we wanted to get some insight on how they put the event together and what normal E-League championships look like. Well, it was everything beyond our belief or what we thought we knew about E-League. So here's our tri-view of E-League.
It sucks.
Like that freeze frame right there. Look at that. Hold on. Boom. As all of you know, I grew up on games because my parents would leave me at home by myself because we couldn't afford a babysitter and my mom was working 4 jobs. And so video games became part of my life. But not at any point did I ever think that you can make money, win money, by just playing video games all the time. Gardner, I made such a terrible mistake.
Get the Offspring to do this music?
Look at the look on my face.
That's what you shot?
That was 14 hours of footage.
Oh, boy.
It reminds me of when Adam Scott in Parks and Rec, after he gets fired from his job, and he's making claymation, and he goes,
If you're listening to the audio version, go check that out. It's very cool, and I loved that clip from Noodles and the Offspring, but man. Man, you disrespecting me. Sorry, go ahead.
it's a claymation episode where it's like, I spent 3 weeks on this, and it's 3 seconds long.
I'll tell you what, that was 10 seconds longer than I could have made.
That's what she said. Now, we want to thank, first of all, the great folks at UGC for allowing us to come by and get footage of the event. We got there on Sunday. The event was going on for 3 total days.
This was during the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
It was
Yeah.
indeed. So
what surprised you about this?
I think the production of it all. I did not expect it to look like an award show. I did not expect it to look like.
So were these professional gamers? Was this open to the public? Was this a fun
They
event?
had-
Was this a competition?
It was a competition. They had over 700 entrants.
Did people pay to be an entrant?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
And they had teams as well. You're on teams.
Now, that's, to
And-
Chris's point, he said, did people have to pay? Yes, but a lot of these guys, because they're so good and they are professional gamers, they are sponsored.
Right.
There you go.
So their team will submit an entry.
Exactly.
And the winning team was going to win $15,000, I
Yes.
believe.
The big prize pool was around $40,000.
40,000, right? So all these people are there in Collinsville.
Yeah.
But there was 20 people behind the scenes making the production happen. They had smoke machines going.
They had a pregame show. There was a pregame crew where
Yes,
they would
a desk.
go. They had a desk like you would see on Fox Sports Midwest before the Cardinal game. They had folks on their desk discussing the upcoming games, the gamers that was participating, and it was a massive event. It was.
Where does this stream on Twitch or something?
It's not only streamed on Twitch, and I believe they received over 1.5 million views, but they also were on the front page of the Xbox website. So the Xbox website was broadcasting the event live from Collinsville as well. So it had a crowd. It
was
had an
on, like,
audience.
if you have an Xbox, you can just tune into it.
Easily. Just turn your Xbox on, and you could have been watching that event that we were attending a month and a half ago at UGC. And it was
And
a huge following.
The
Has a huge
pregame
following.
host was a lady by the name of Lottie Van Preg.
I'm sorry?
Lottie Van Preg.
That sounds like somebody made that up.
Probably.
She's an English
Angel is what I
woman.
think you called her. You called her an English angel.
So I just encourage folks, Lottie Van Preg. I don't know how they got her to Collinsville, Illinois, but they did. So very much, very big props to UGC for doing so.
Now, Gardner, what was the biggest surprise? Now, we saw a lot of things, but there was
Okay.
one person in attendance that completely blew us away. And who was that individual?
So remind everyone, this is the divisional round of the NFL playoffs are going on.
And we are in Collinsville, Illinois.
Collinsville, Illinois, sitting there watching teams play Halo was none other than former Packers running back Amon Green.
Amon
sorry?
Green. Yes.
Amon Green. Well, apparently drove down from Green Bay to this event.
Not Dorsey Levens.
No, not Dorsey. This is Amon Green.
Amon Green. Played in
Was
the
there a
Super Bowl.
Madden component to this?
No, it was completely Halo. As you
He
saw in the
apparently
clip.
loves gaming.
And he
Instead of watching football, he's watching teams play Halo.
This was during the AFC NFC title weekend, right?
This is during divisional.
Divisional
This is
weekend.
the-
Okay.
So you have a
Amon Green was there?
well, and it was fascinating because
Did they explain why? He's just a fan?
he's a fan. He's a guy that just loves online gaming. And what we're starting to learn is that because these teams are being able to travel across the globe, competing in these competitions, it's a profitable investment.
That's amazing.
So a
The
lot
Cardinals, we mentioned it before, the Cardinals are invested in a team.
yes, they are.
I believe it's
Sorry,
Rick
guys.
Fox's
It is with
team.
Rick Fox.
Can't sign Bryce Harper. Got to invest in esports.
What if it's worth more?
Probably is.
It might be worth
Then they need
more
to get
him.
into the VC game because my baseball team needs Bryce Harper.
And I think that was the fascinating thing about it. I think we're starting to see that it's become a very smart investment. If you are, say, an athlete and you're done with the game and you're like, I don't want to go.
Even in the game, because the group that Fox is a part of, Rick Fox, it's Echo Fox, I guess Team Echo Fox, but he's got a number of investors with him.
Is there a
I
Star
believe
Fox?
it's that I don't know. I believe Odell Beckham Jr. and the Cardinals are part of like the same investment group.
So it is
wild.
we're at the point with e-leagues, and to your point earlier, you can call them nerds all you want. There are major corporations around the globe that are happily investing in these teams and these companies and these players who to be a part of these major events. And we're talking about arenas, Chris. We're talking about places
Yeah.
in Florida that are
Chaffetz
feeling that-
Arena is going to be having a regional event coming up.
And we're talking
in a
about
few months.
and
Which,
that
if you're not familiar, it's less than, it's half a mile south of
Yeah.
us, and it holds Like
Close to what? Would say 12,000? Am I too far on that one?
Yeah, I don't know. With
It's
for a
where St.
basketball
Louis
game, they
University
say
plays.
10,500.
Okay.
They don't have that many seats there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
probably
was-
just under 10,000.
just to put it in focus, like your Arcade Fires would play there, like that type of venue, right?
Basically, it's a concert
they would
venue.
play a bigger venue
They would
than
play a
that.
bigger. It's
No, I
Arcade
think
Fire,
they
man.
played
Don't
it. I
disrespect
think that's
Arcade
where they
Fire, man.
played.
Please
Yeah,
don't
but-
disrespect.
No,
could
No, I mean, they
could
could
play a
command
Super
it.
Bowl, man.
Okay,
Please don't disrespect
great,
Arcade
right.
Fire. Don't
They're on the new
disrespect
Dumbo.
Dumbo. Please, man. They are on the
Come
Dumbo
on.
soundtrack. How about you pull up, player?
Let's go.
We like, don't disrespect
Okay,
Arcade Fire to
wow.
these streets, man.
This is
Don't
getting
do that.
really tension filled.
But to their point, though, yes, these folks are filling up concert venues. They're filling up like stadiums, and cities are now building stadiums for E-League events. And so to see it up close, again, I think the production for me is what ultimately put it over the
Right.
top, because I've had the opportunity to be inside trucks where they cover the Cardinals and the Blues and football games, and it's very complicated, very intricate process. Well, we saw just that with UGC, and it was so professionally ran. It was incredibly impressive. The gaming itself looks absolutely intimidating. I don't know how people can watch and play that, because
Are you on
with
the
my
take?
young eyes, I have no idea how that works. Like, I'm watching them compete, and I'm like,
And they get a
yeah!
chance.
Did he kill him? What
Because,
happened?
like...
do they talk smack?
Well, they have...
Oh,
like,
yes.
They're, like, facing each other.
No, I
And
know.
they have
So
their
it's different
headsets
because
on.
usually the joy of, I would assume, the joy of being online and screaming at 11-year-olds that you're playing with across the country is, yeah, they're across the country. You can say whatever you want.
Well, they're not vulgar with it like you probably hear some of the kids in Fortnite. Like, they're not going, again,
more
They
than-
have
more than- more
coaches.
than- more
they
than-
have
more-
coaches, and you have to
That's
also remember
wild.
these guys are professional
Yeah.
gamers, so they have sponsors, so they can't
And I
just get on
remember-
the microphone going, "Hey, suck this," when Red Bull is giving you $60,000
Yeah.
to be there.
And
so
I
those
see,
guys are pretty
unless
professional.
Red Bull wants that.
No, unless they want.
I was going to say, is there a Conor McGregor of the esports world?
There might be. I'm
There
not
might
aware
be,
of it.
Yeah,
Right.
But that's a
But
very.
you're getting fist pumps. Yeah.
You're
After
getting
like
that.
a,
and you're getting
Does
crowd
it-
noise. You're getting crowds going.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, brother.
I just
You're
started
getting that.
clapping because everyone else was, and I was there, and I'm like yelling,
So
hooting and hollering.
Red Bull, energy drinks, stuff like that. Do these guys?
Oh, yeah.
Now I've seen this.
I
and
saw Monster all over the
Okay.
place.
Monster
And I'm not
dominates
trying
it.
to cut anybody down. Do they adhere? So I think because
Are you
it's called
asking
esports because it's a competition. I mean, these guys they're not equating themselves to LeBron James, I wouldn't
They
think.
carry themselves like such.
Okay,
though.
okay. But do they eat like athletes or
No.
do they eat
Here- here's what's gonna
do
really
they
piss
go
you
old
off.
school? Do they eat the Doritos Locos Tacos?
Here's what's going to piss you
and
off.
stuff?
Every gamer we saw is in better shape than all of us.
Damn, good for them.
And
I
by
did,
a-
I
and
did
by
see
a
a few
ways.
stretching.
There were a few. There was some guy. It was a guy who was
Stretching.
Well, if
stretching.
you're going to sit for a while, you probably do need to
but
stretch
yeah,
beforehand.
you're thinking maybe they're
I
going to
just
be
plop
chubby
down.
guys with Cheeto dust all over
you
their
know.
face. Not even close. These guys,
What's
normal, early
what's the-
20s,
What's the
fairly
rule on
fit.
What's the rule on Adderall?
I don't know if there is one.
Sounds like a PED in that
PEDs.
sport.
Very possible. I don't know if they do any drug testing.
I mean, they
for
are
it.
having Monster as a rather
I'm
large
about to say
sponsor.
it,
So.
right? So I think you're kind of
Now, maybe
No, no,
Monster would get
no.
upset because that would impede
Yeah, that would do
their
that.
sales.
Like, no, Monster. This one has taurine in it. It's cool.
But I would say that for the entire event, the gaming, the people, the production.
Oh, how many booties?
I am giving this.
What'd that booty do?
5 booties
Whoa.
for UGC. I respect that ass.
Well, the topic was technically esports. I think you're on the take from this company.
Esports. I respect that ass.
Respect that ass.
It was really cool. I enjoyed the hell out of that event. Like, I look forward to doing. We had a conversation with them, and they put on an event similar to that about 6 months ago in Vegas. And they had a pool
Caesar's
prize.
Palace.
It's Caesar's Palace for a weekend, and they had a pool prize, Chris, of $250,000.
My God, 5 booties for esports from Travis.
5 booties for the esports.
Interesting take. Great stuff, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, hey, that'll do it for the first part of the show. Big thanks to Southtown Pub for hosting us for comedy every Thursday. Come check out free comedy in South City, St. Louis this Thursday, 8 o'clock. Free to get in. Come eat some smoked wings, have a few drinks. Let's have some fun. We're going to take a quick break, let Gardner get a pack of cigarettes in. We'll be back on the other side with Riverfront Times reporter Doyle Murphy.